Hello yogis, welcome back to your mat. My name is Krista, and for today's class we are going to be doing a shorter class focusing on our neck, our upper trap area, upper shoulder, as well as the upper back. So we can hold a lot of tension in this area and a lot of stress can be built up into this area. So our focus today is really just to relax, get that area of the body moving, send some blood flow into that area. And then that way we can allow it to relax, we can release some tension and hopefully some stress. So for today's class, you don't need any props. I'm just sitting on a block. You can sit on a cushion or you can do this just cross-legged on the floor, whatever is easiest for you. As always, I link a playlist down in the description. So if you do want some music, feel free to give that a click. And if not, or if you have your own music, that's perfectly fine too. So let's get started today by doing some neck rotations. So we'll start by making sure you're sitting up nice and tall in a comfortable seat. You're going to start by keeping the body exactly where it is and then dropping the chin down towards your chest. Then start to rotate over towards the left. So trying to bring your nose towards your armpit, towards the top of that shoulder. And then think of rotating the head so the ear starts to come down towards the shoulder. You feel a nice stretch in through the side of the neck. And then keep reaching your chin out and up as you take your nose to point up towards the sky. And then over towards the right side. So you want to think of drawing that right ear towards the right shoulder and then look down towards the armpit. And then chin down towards the chest as you come back through center. And we're going to move through that, but on the other side. So chin down towards the chest, start to rotate right, ear to shoulder, feel that stretch. Take your chin up and out. Over to the other side, ear down to shoulder, nose down towards the armpit. And then back to center. Beautiful, and we'll lift our head back up. Now finding those rotations in through the shoulder, they're called chicken wing rotations. So you want to think of bringing your thumbs to the top of your shoulder. If you can reach all of the fingertips on top of the shoulder, that's fine too. And then you want to think of taking your elbows out in front, reaching them up towards the sky, and then out and back behind you. And try not to move anything else. So you don't want the spine to start and get involved. You really just want to move through the shoulder. Just moving in one direction. Last one here, and then we'll move in the opposite direction. So reaching the shoulders back, bringing them up towards the sky, alongside the head, and then out in front. Beautiful. Do that a few more times. Last one. And then just release the arms, and we're going to give ourselves some love and give us a little gentle self-massage. So just taking one hand, reaching it to the opposite side, just in the upper trap area. And just if you feel any tenderness, just a very gentle push, gentle pressure. And feel free to do this as long as you need to. Sometimes a nice touch in that area can help the muscles just release. Beautiful. Even into that collarbone can sometimes feel nice too. And then we'll start to do the other side. So whatever side you started with, we'll move on to the next one. One side might feel a little bit more tender than the other. Beautiful. We'll just finish this side up. And then release that hand down. We're going to come into some neck stretches. So start to drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Then bring your left hand to the outside of that right side and just very gently pull the head. Just feeling a nice stretch in through the side of the neck. Just breathe. Very gently release. And we'll switch sides. So this time left or right ear to right shoulder. Take that hand to the opposite ear. And just very gently allow the weight of the hand to pull you into the stretch. Breathe. Beautiful. Come back up. Release the arms. Now we're just going to find some cat-cow movement. You're going to take your arms into a T. Think of reaching your heart forward. And then exhale, give yourself a little hug, rounding your upper back. Inhale, let's open up. Feel a nice stretch across the chest. And then exhale, round the spine. This time, opposite arm on top. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl the spine. Yeah, just do that a couple more times. And then come back to neutral. Finding eagle arms, we'll start with the left arm underneath. Reaching for the palms to touch or reaching for opposite shoulders. And just think of drawing the elbows up and then the palms away from the head. So you want to find a nice stretch in through the upper back in between the shoulder blades. And then very gently release, and we'll switch sides. This time, right arm underneath the left. Interlace the arms or reach for opposite shoulders. And it helps to just find some nice deep breaths and think of sending them into that back heart space. And then exhale to release. Plant your left hand down beside that left hip. Take your reach up and then over for a nice side bend. So keep that hip rooted down into the mat. Think of lifting your ribs up towards the ceiling. And then from here, you can almost play with spiraling the chest down towards the floor. And then rotating your chest up towards the sky. And just notice how that feels in through the upper back. Last one here. Just finding some gentle rotation in through our thoracic spine. And then very gently lift yourself back up. And we'll do the other side. This time, right hand beside right hip. Reach that left arm up and over. Crawl the right fingertips out if you need to. Think of pushing the ribs up towards the ceiling. And start to rotate down. And then rotate back up. Lifting your chest up towards the sky. Come back up to seated. And we'll just finish off with a nice twist. So start to twist towards the left side. Bringing your left hand behind you. And then the opposite hand can come to the opposite leg. And then exhale to release. And then we'll take our twist towards the right. And then very gently release back to center. And I hope you enjoyed these neck and upper back stretches and movements. And I hope that you feel a little bit of relief, a little bit of physical tension relief, but also some maybe emotional stress relief as well. And until next time, namaste.